Hi friends, it's Doc Joanne. Today's the day we're finally heading to Fansipan, the highest peak in Indochina. And before we start, I want to show you this photo first because honestly, pag first time nyo dito, medyo magulo siya. The whole route to the summit can get a little confusing. So here's an easy guide on how to get from Sapa town to the Fansipan Peak. First things first, kailangan nyo palang planuhin kung kailan kayo pupunta dito. So, check the weather forecast. To do that, pwede kayo mag-google ng Sapa weather dun sa week kung kailan kayo pupunta. Usually, dito ako sa AccuWeather pumupunta. And for example, this week kayo pupunta, makikita nyo naman dito. Around dito sa Monday yung best time to go. So, yan yung i-book nyo. In our case, nag-book kami mga 2 days before dun sa actual date na pupunta kami. Now, let's go back to this photo. As an overview and para hindi kayo malito, tandaan nyo lang, tatlo yung sasakyan nyo. First is the red monorail train na lagi nyo nakikita sa Sapa. Next is the cable car. And finally, the mini train going to the peak. Step 1, Muong Hoa monorail train. So, from your hotel, head to Sun Plaza. Ito yung beautiful European-style yellow and green building na nakikita nyo sa Sapa. I'm sure probably nakapagpa-picture na kayo dyan bago pa kayo pumunta sa Fansipan. It's hard to miss and this is where the Sapa station is located. From here, you'll ride the Muong Hoa monorail going to Wang Lian Station. The first train typically departs around 7:30 a.m. and then yung last train around 5:30 p.m. The train ride itself is very scenic. Nakikita mo yung mountains and rice terraces around Sapa. The ride takes about 4 to 6 minutes and covers a distance of roughly 2 kilometers. Step 2. Cable car from Wang Lian to Fansipan Station. Once you arrive at Wang Lian Station, you'll walk a short distance to the cable car station. This cable car, malaki siya. It can fit around 30 people at a time. It's also home to one of the longest 3-rope cable car systems in the world. Nasa 6 kilometer yung distance niya and the height I think is around 1,400 meters. Sobrang ganda talaga niya kasi 360 view, makikita mo yung mountains around Sapa. And I would say na malaki yung cable car so kahit saan ka nakaupo, kita mo talaga lahat. The ride takes about 15 to 20 minutes and honestly, every second, sobrang sulit. Valleys, mountain ranges, clouds drifting past the windows, it almost doesn't feel real. Step 3. Walking from Fansipan to Doc Wen Station. Pagbaba nyo ng cable car, mag-exit lang kayo sa upper station which is the Doc Wen Station. Ito yung transit point and dito rin kayo sasakayin ng train going to the peak. From Dokkan Station to the Fansipan Peak, you can take the funicular train or climb up the stairs. It's a 600 step steep route, so I'd recommend for you to take the train. This train is very small and very steep kasi yung route, so kailangan mong humawak dun sa railings kasi matutumba ka talaga. And like in the monorail, this train, konti lang yung chairs niya, so most of you will really have to stand up. After getting off the train, one final flight of stairs na lang before you finally reach the Fansipan summit. And wow, it was so worth it. Usually, I don't enjoy crowded tourist spots that much, but this time, I really didn't care because the view was so beautiful. Ang ganda ng mountains, covered pa sila with clouds but just enough to clearly see yung mga peaks. Kita mo lahat kahit yung mga malalayang mountains. It's cold and windy pero sunny and foggy at the same time. That kind of weather makes everything feel cinematic. It felt like the perfect culmination of our entire one-week trip. Sabi nga ng kapatid ko, pwede na daw siya umuwi after seeing the view, and I completely understand what he meant. It's one of the places that makes you pause for a moment and just take everything in. Also, literally it's breathtaking because the air up here is thinner. So if you take the stairs, prepare to climb slowly, take a lot of pauses. We tried the professional photo service here. They take couple photos for you, tapos pipili kayo kung ano yung gusto nyong ipaprint, and then i-frame din nila on the spot. You can also save a soft copy if you like. Maganda siyang souvenir for this trip. After exploring the summit, pumunta kami sa Café du Soleil. It's a coffee shop nearby. Nag-snacks muna kami and coffee and just enjoyed the mountain view a little longer. There's a souvenir shop around the area if you want to bring something home from Fansipan.
Kaya patagdag ko pa mo. Is ata ko pa.
Eventually, we headed back to Sapa the same way we came.
She offered me some lace and she told me it would take me places. Now I can feel my face and I'm pretty sure she left some traces. Some good, some bad, doesn't matter if it feels amazing. Grab me by the waist, now she wanna tell me something crazy. 4 days, 4 nights, I'm losing track of time and I wonder who am I. 4 eyes, yours, mine, and I wonder who you might be till you open up your mouth and say no curves, no nothing. What you see when you look at the horizon? No earth, just flat. No black holes, planets, none of that. No curves, no nothing. What you see when you look at the horizon? No earth, just flat. No black holes, planets, none of that.
lunch, we ate at this Chinese-style pho restaurant called Pho Con Sui Ong Ha. Late lunch na to, so around 2 p.m. na kami dumating. So thankfully, in-accommodate pa rin nila kami kahit na magsasara na yata sila. So we ordered their signature pho and it's unlike any pho I've tried before. Iba yung take nila dito, hindi siya yung usual soup. So their broth is made with locally grown gak fruit from Sapa. Ito daw yung nagbibigay ng ibang flavor profile na slightly sweet, a little sour, savory, aromatic, and super comforting all at once. It's also refreshing without being overpowering. I know red yung soup, mukha siyang spicy, but it's not that spicy and you can really taste how thoughtful the dish is. I genuinely enjoyed it. Reasonable din yung prices niya considering how unique the dish was and the quality of ingredients.
Parang taker yung ano niya. Ano naman ka? Madlan tao rin.
Kakabunot na palo pa na. Kakabunot na palo. Pero ang dot yun.
Budi ko na yan. Kaya enjoy ko.
After our late lunch, we headed sa Alpine coaster. Si Bing and si Jen lang yung sumakay. Tapos ako and si Ro, we stayed behind and enjoyed another cup of coconut coffee, which honestly became one of our favorite drinks in Vietnam. Sabi ni Bing and ni Jen, masaya daw yung Alpine coaster and if they have to, they do it again. We rested for a bit lang before heading out again for dinner. This time, we had Hotpot and sobrang comforting niya to end the day. Lalo na ito yung last night namin sa Sapa. Fresh vegetables, good quality meat, warm soup, tapos cold weather outside. Perfect combination. The next day was our last day in Sapa. Nagpack kami ng things namin, then we took some photos dun sa balcony ng room namin before we checked out of our hotel. For brunch, we went back to Lado restaurant because we love their pho and coconut coffee so much. Ito yung pinuntahan namin nung day 1 namin sa Sapa. And naisip namin, dito lang kami kakain before leaving Sapa.
Ay, oo nga. Oo, directly babayan.
So we stayed there until around lunchtime, and then we took our luggage from our hotel kasi pumunta na kami sa bus station. Hello! We headed to the G8 bus station and boarded our sleeper bus back to Hanoi. Yung ride, comfortable naman siya kasi nasa lower bunk center seats kami. So, hindi siya magalaw. So, I'd recommend na yun din yung i-take yung seats sa sleeper bus. This time, since it's daytime, we were finally able to fully appreciate the mountain views along the road. We had a smooth flight back home, and just like that, our Sapa Hanoi trip came to an end.